How's everyone doing today? Swayze here. I'm here with Diirty Gertie. Diirty Gertie, you want to say
Howdy.
anything to
Hello.
to the
Howdy, hello.
to the
Howdy,
loyal
hello.
fans? Howdy, hello. Perfect. We're gonna take a look today at decision making for various players who play the game. Diirty Gertie is the player that we're playing with today. The queue is searching. While we're searching, Diirty Gertie, I think the first question is probably: do you have any idea how many hours you've played?
Based on what this game tells me, it's about a little over 8 days.
A little over 8 days.
Altogether.
Okay. Quick math, I think that's about 200 hours, which is a good chunk of change. Are you happy about your 200 hours, or could things have gone other ways?
You take the good with the bad. So I am Aussie.
All right, perfect.
How's that?
Out of
But
those,
yes.
200 hours or whatever.
Nice shot.
Thank you, appreciate it. Do you ever do training packs?
I don't do many. What I have done, I've done the saves one to help out. A lot when we played threes. That's about it. But that was actually great in my opinion. Not that you have to do any of the packs really. I think it helps kind of elevate your game exponentially from where it's at. But it makes you more comfortable, obviously, with some of the stuff that happens in games. Nice.
All right. Training packs are a little bit different. Do you ever do any free play as well?
Not often. I will say that. Not very often.
All right.
I also will say that I have almost played in a game with some bots before, just like a custom game with bots.
So for some people, they play better when they warm up with free play or training or whatever. Do you feel like you play better before you warm up, or is it is it situationally dependent?
I don't really feel like it. Warming up helps sometimes. I don't feel often that it does. There we go.
Good finish.
Thank you. I mean, it's helped me make my touches better, which I do have a problem with from time to time, hitting the ball. But I don't think it has that noticeable of a difference for me. It may be different for other people, though.
All right. I mean, that totally makes sense. It's definitely different for everyone. You mentioned that you have about 200 hours. Do you play competitive? Do you have a competitive rank that you base your gameplay off of?
Oh, God. Yeah, I am I believe, Plat 3 in 2s and a Plat 1 in 3s.
Okay.
Oh, went over it.
Great fake.
But yeah, good shot. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
next level fakes, dude. Next level fakes.
So
What a fake! Wow, replay, great.
So, looking at that fake right there, do you feel like you have a biggest weakness in your game? Is there something that you feel like you need to work on the most?
Just mechanics. I would like to. I feel like my decision making is there for the most part for the people we play at this level, but I also feel that if I could touch the ball a little better than I do, nice, good touch for him. Maybe would go better.
Oh,
Nice
nope.
shot, but wide. I also feel, you know what? There's two of them now that I think about it. And this does kind of go into touching the ball in general. Ooh, rude. I do feel like when it comes to shooting the ball, I go wide a lot. Which, you know what? Maybe free play would help. Maybe.
So the adverse effect of that. Do you feel like you have a certain part of your game that you think is a strength that you're proud of, even if it's just dependent for your rank? Is there something you feel like you do well?
Yeah, I kind of feel like I make okay decisions, at least like decent decisions. I think my decision making's pretty solid. I think maybe aerials are pretty okay at least.
Okay.
Like that right there.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, but outside of that, I mean, I think like I don't know. I would say decision making, and even though this video may say otherwise, possibly aerials. I feel comfortable going up for the ball. I can say that.
So I'll ask for aerials. Are you comfortable adjusting your car in midair? Are you kind of like a straight takeoff type person?
A little more of a straight takeoff. I sometimes kind of adjust it. I'm not very good at like. Oh, he got right past me. I don't know how I didn't hit that. Good shot. I feel like personally. I can move a little bit left and right in the air, but by no means can I like do any of that crazy freestyling stuff.
I gotta be honest, I don't know how many people really can do that freestyle stuff. Those highlights are pretty unreal.
Yeah, little bonkers. Can I hit that? Ooh, yeah, he did.
So do you feel like you have a certain Rocket League playstyle, considering everything, you know, all together?
Oh, didn't expect that. Nice. That's all you. There you go. Good shot. Personally, I feel like it's very dependent on how the other people play, which may not be a good thing. I should, in my opinion, probably be imposing my will on the other team. But I feel like I do kind of play to what my opponent's strengths and weaknesses are, to be honest. It just seems more comfortable and safe.
Okay. I mean,
for me.
I know you said it's situationally dependent. Do you ever feel like it's a little bit more defensive? Do you like being up? Do you like striking? You know, are you a midfield box-to-box type player? Or does it truly just depend each different game?
It truly, for me, it depends each different game. I've been a little more comfortable with being up lately. That is something that I did not do often before. I used to... Nope, get out. I used to stay back a little bit. I will be honest. I used to stay back a little more often. Then I got a little more comfortable being midfield. Now I am pretty comfortable going up, depending on what the other team does.
Okay. Do you... So I guess the last question before we sign off. Do you have a preferred game mode? Do you like 2s? Do you like 3s? Do you ever play 1s? Anything specific?
I'll be honest. I love 2s versus 3s. I just feel like... for some reason, I just feel like in 3s, a lot of people get a little bit more lucky and have a little bit more of a backboard, so to speak. Maybe, if that's the... I don't know if that's the best word to say it, but I feel like 2s is just a little more skill-based, I should say.
Okay. Hey, well, Diirty Gertie, we appreciate the information. Thank you very much. We're going to come back to this video, examine the replay, not so much from a coaching perspective, but more from a decision-making, what was going through your mind at certain moments in the game. I know I'm looking forward to it. Anything you want to say before we take off?
Just learn how to aerial. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Diirty Gertie. And we're back here with Diirty Gertie. DG, Diirty Gertie.
Hello.
It's been a while since we watched this replay, right?
Sure has.
What are you expecting?
Trash.
Okay. Blunt. Very blunt. Let's kick it off. We'll jump right into it. We'll start it off. Just out of curiosity, when the game starts, what's going through your mind?
A lot of things. Including save it. Save it. Get it on their side no matter what.
Okay.
Always make sure I have boost of some sort, 100 or not, and then beat party.
Perfect. It's a little cold here in Ohio, but that doesn't stop us from having a good time.
Decisions.
Alright, so we're seeing us with a 1-0 lead right here, and we're actually coming up on the first moment. What's going through your mind right now?
Center it. Center it. It'll either be a goal or a good pass.
Okay, perfect. Anything else that you're noticing looking here at the screen at the moment?
I see you on the left, and I'm assuming that you are going to rotate because
Okay.
you always do.
Alright. Now we got that ball up. What's going through your mind right now?
Score it.
Score it.
Score it, because I'm closer than you.
Who cares about the teammate? You're just trying to put that ball into the back of the net.
Yep, I see that dude making a bad decision, so...
And you put it on. Looks like some good execution. Definitely an interesting mindset jumping into a 2-0 lead right there.
Heartbreaker.
One's hard to swallow. One's like a large Claritin pill. Again, not sponsored.
No?
Product placement.
But allergic to cats. Ooh! God. Heartbreakers. All of them.
I think I've said it before, and I'll say it one more time. I thought that goal was going to get stolen from me.
Well, I know we're not pausing on it, but what's going through my mind? Get out.
Get out of the way. That seems to be like a good strategy, something that's underrated for a lot of people. Especially at lower levels, people are in the opponent's goal and then they just stay on that goal line. And I think exactly what you just said, just trying to get out of the way, normally seems to be a proper decision.
Yep. Just being mindful of where your teammate is helps that.
Yeah. Okay, right here, what's going through your mind?
Well, depending on what happens, I'm waiting to see what happens. That's the first thing going through my mind, but I'd like to keep the ball on their side. That's always what's going through my mind.
Okay.
So even though I'm far back, I'd like the pressure.
Okay. So, right there, what are you thinking again? In that span of 2 seconds.
In that span of 2 seconds, you're at the goal, so I'm just trying to get the goal. Because a pass is not going to really happen.
Okay.
Realistically, in this instance right here.
So there's one thing that I want to get in the mind of Diirty Gertie, and it's going to be this little momentary swerve right here. And before you even see what happens, are you happy with that little dip in and then come out? Was it, I guess, do you feel like it was wasted movement?
I don't, because I know what I was trying to do. I was trying to get an angle.
Okay. And that's exactly what we're looking at, is what's going through your mind, and then how that might result in what takes place next. You missed a shot there. I don't necessarily think that missing the shot means that what you did was wrong. If you just made contact with the ball a little bit differently, things could have been a lot different.
Yep. Got wide right, man.
Wide right. They get one back, and then we have our third moment coming up here in just about 10 seconds. Ball's up on the wall. You see your teammate flying off into the middle of nowhere. What are you thinking right now?
For me personally, I'm just trying to focus on hitting the ball because it looks like the other team is about to hit the ball.
Okay.
So I'm trying to anticipate where the ball will be after they hit it out
Okay.
of that corner, which
So-
is kind of unpredictable in my opinion.
What I think I'm understanding is you think the ball is going to come to you and you're trying to react to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a look. He misses. You're going now. Are you happy with going right now?
With you, yeah, because
Okay.
you rotate once again. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty okay with it.
They happen to get a nice little flick off. It just happens that your teammate does in fact rotate, and it looks like we get a goal out of that. looking back on that sequence right there, excluding the goal, everything leading up to that, are you happy with the outcome? Are you happy with staying in goal and then challenging a little bit later?
Not happy with the miss, but happy with the decision personally.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know that I usually miss those anyway, but I was trying not to that time.
Hey, that's perfect. That's a really different insight to me, at least. And I think that'll allow a lot of people to give their views in the comments and give us something to talk about.
True.
We're going to miss there. We're seeing you rotate away right now. Are you seeing me coming into your screen?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking that I would try to stay close behind you. Not immediately behind you, but close behind you to pressure. I feel like if I remember right, I do not do that.
Okay. Perfect. We are going to watch you drive away. We're going to see a big clear and one heck of a save from Diirty Gertie. Seems like a simple question. We're even going to let the video play out, but are you happy with that outcome?
Happy with the outcome, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like rotating back in that scenario was right? Especially, I mean, looking up now, 5-1 in the lead.
It didn't matter as much.
Okay.
As it maybe could have, depending on, like the score and whatnot, yeah. Being up as many goals, yeah.
Okay. Would you feel like it might be better for you to have stayed up and challenged?
Yeah. In this scenario, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Hey, that's definitely 4 key things that'll give us a lot of opportunity to look at, talk about in the comments. Is there anything you want to talk about before we take off?
Not really.
No?
No. Just don't miss as much as I do.
Don't miss as much as Diirty Gertie or his teammate in this video. If you would like, talk about certain key things that happen in the game, and we'll address them as a community in the comments. First episode is in the books. Diirty Gertie was a fantastic first player candidate, research subject, whatever you want to call it. He did great. Big thanks to him. It's important to remember that each player is different. Diirty Gertie and I had quite a few moments where we didn't think nearly the same thing, and I didn't quite expect to realize that this early on in the series. Our mindset was vastly different. At times, Diirty Gertie was a little hesitant. He really stressed how important it is that you need to work on aerials, and we saw at times just how hard it is to judge one's playback. So, keep all that in mind. If you liked what you saw, give me a like. If you want to talk about anything that happened, drop a comment. I will answer anything and everything. And if you want to see more, give me a subscribe. Thank you. See you soon.